welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jayhawks offense will go to work first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stonewall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a 3rd and this long on the opening drive. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the UCF Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. The run from the shotgun. Finding an escape route. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Knights in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown Knights. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson will throw. Under fire. The sure hands, it's Nixon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Knights line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides to back and leaves it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Burke. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. Runs through the tackle. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's
picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Goose egg. And this should be a game ball for the defensive coordinator. They have been lights out all game long, stopping the run, stopping the passing attack to come up with a big interception to really put a stamp on this shutout late.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Defense playing a bail technique. The Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Finds his back in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Good enough for a first down.
He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Second down.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out